All right, Capricorn, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for October 31st through the 6th of November, 2016. I'm Athen, and this channel is about using the actual size and location of the constellations known as Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below for more information. All right, so Capricorn, this week we are coming off of a new moon, and so it's a week of new beginnings in many ways, and a lot of this does have to do with your ninth house, which has already been the theme, which is about expanding your horizons. So for some of you, it might have to do with philosophy or higher learning. Others may be getting a bit more nature, going for walks. Some of you travel. Basically anything that opens your mind, opens your possibilities in life. And I think it's so good for you to continue to focus on what is possible, what are those potentials, and how you can tap into a bit of that adventurous spirit. So it's a great week for all that as the moon continues in the lunar cycle with those new beginnings. And Jupiter's, of course, here helping you see those potentials to expand those belief systems and horizons. So there is also another area involved with this. This is your 10th house. This is the house of your career. It's the house of your productive life. This new moon is going to be very close to that 10th house. And the moon will be in here. Mercury is actually shifting into that 10th house right at the beginning of the week, followed by the sun soon after. So this is going to be the focal point, I think, for you for the next few weeks. At least it's a great area for you to focus on. I think as you focus on your productive life, the future things, anything that you're building, it's usually career, but it could be anything that you're doing that's, let's just say productive, right? Future oriented. So lots of energy to be gained with that, with the sun. There's a lot to learn, maybe exchanging there with the big picture stuff in the career with Mercury in the 10th house. You could be coming to ideas, in fact, maybe about all of this career stuff also. So there's going to be that shift. And as you can see here this week, there's a lot of easy aspects in the astrology this week. Starting here around Monday and Tuesday, the sun will be trining up to Neptune, suggesting a bit of easygoingness. Again, maybe around the expanding of those horizons, maybe around the productive life or the career, a bit of flow. And this has been, I think, a surrender that, and a faith you've been developing, a surrender approach to the whole material life. This has been Neptune in your second house, helping you detach, helping you go with the flow and really accept things on the material level. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's the assets, maybe it's the material security, the enjoyments, and most fundamentally, internally, your sense of self-worth, understanding that this is a divine thing in many ways, and things do come in divine timing. And so surrendering to that process can be a boost to that sense of self-worth, your self-reliance, and knowing that those values do come in time. But this week, it's very supportive for that, where I think you can find, you're willing actually to surrender, let go, and maybe some new things flowing with that second house as well. Then as we get into the middle part of the week, Mercury will be sextiling up to Pluto. So there's just this opening for change. And again, I think it's involving those areas. Again, maybe your belief systems, maybe with the career. And this has been a Pluto in your 12th house, which has been helping you really transform on a deep level for many years, stripping away old fears, old traumas, old anxieties, things that have been preventing you from acceptance. That's essentially what the 12th house is all about, just like that Neptune, accepting things and finding that peace and tranquility in your life. And this can be a great week to continue to make changes in order to have that peace and tranquility. Mars in the 12th is suggesting that maybe there's a bit of motivation and drive to get some rest or relaxation, or maybe you're working a bit more behind the scenes, or that could be good for you, right? Or maybe you're getting things done in a receptive way, an intuitive way. And I think it is a great time to listen to your intuition with Mars in the 12th when you are taking action. Then as we get into the week's end, we do have Venus trining up to Uranus while she squares up to Chiron. So this easy aspect is about maybe something new and different, mixing things up. It might have to do with your sense of self-expression, your joys in life, having a bit of fun maybe, and your career as well. Venus does rule that 10th house, so maybe something new and different there. And this has been a Uranus in your 3rd house, helping you think about things in a new way, come up with progressive ideas. It's a great week for that. And mix things up in general, maybe with the correspondence, anything you do on that daily level, and communication, maybe, exchanging, trading, maybe something going on with that can be quite different or unique this week. All right, and then the square from Chiron does suggest maybe a bit of healing with all of that. And This is actually your aspirations. In fact, Saturn, your ruler, has been in this 11th house of yours, helping you really build your aspirations, your hopes, your wishes. This has been the theme for this year and will be next year as well. And maybe even establish a sense of community, right? And connecting with your friends or your network circles. And I think there's a lot of opportunities with that this week with Venus here. And again, maybe something new, maybe something different there with the whole group stuff also, but maybe some wounds about it also, maybe some wounds about those aspirations. But just know whatever wounds do come up this later part of the week, it's very natural, very normal. And it's an internal thing. As we do the acceptance, it can be very rejuvenating. In fact, as we go into the week's end, Mercury will then trine up to Chiron, suggesting this bit of refreshness and rejuvenation, maybe involving those areas, but maybe involving, again, the career, productive life, and again, expanding those horizons. So that's really the theme, the new moon in the 9th house, in the 10th house. That's the fundamental to this week. I think it's a great week to plant new seeds, set some intentions, move some things forward. And ask yourself where you can. Open your mind to new possibilities. Tap into that adventurous spirit. At the same time, continue to produce and work on this productive life. All right, Capricorn, so have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.